Hi guys, welcome back to the sharpening skill series. So I'm back with a new interesting question called as the lucky 4. So let's take the lucky 4 question and start with it. So CodeChef likes the number 4 much. Of course, the number has such a lot of properties, like 4 is the smallest composite number, it has also the smallest Smith number, the smallest non-cyclic group has 4 elements, the 4 is the maximum degree of the equation that can be solved in radicals. There are 4 color theorem. This all is the backstory of the 4. So real question starts here. Impressed by the power of this number, CodeChef has begun to look for occurrences of 4 anywhere. He has a list of t integers. For each of them he wants to calculate the number of occurrence of the digit 4 in the decimal representation. He is too busy now, so please help him. So real question begins here. This is just an backstory of the number 4 and it is used to distract the programmer or waste the time of the programmer in the story. So you need to find the actual problems, you need to find where the actual problem starts and what is the main problem you have to solve. So basically the input as given in the question is you will get a single integer t number of test cases and then t lines each containing a single integer. Output, so output t lines means you have to output for each n. Each of these lines should contain the number of occurrences of the digit 4 in the integer. So you will be given an integer like this 447474. You have to check the occurrence of 4. Here 4 times 4 has occurred, so number is 4. In 228 no 4 is occurred, so 0. And then here 141411. That's all. So let's jump on to the Sublime text, create a new file, save it as q3.py and take the starter code. Let's paste this and start our real code. So here first of all let's copy this input. So first of all I will directly now take the test cases for I in input range and then int input, sorry input not, it's an input, and then for inside this we will take n and store the value of the number input. So instead of integer I would like to work it on strings, as strings will make us easy to find whether each element, so you can iterate over each element and equate it to the 4 and check whether it is 4 or not. So let's take an for loop. So we have to check each digit and see whether it is 4 or not. So for I in n, as it is a string, it can be so we can iterate over n, so each digit will be given in the I. So if I equal to 4, then we will let's take a counter. So let's take a counter equal to 0, it will initialize with 0, and if I equal to 4, then counter would be updated plus equal 1, and at last printing the counter. So this would be the basic program. So here there is a catch, there is an error in this program. Pause this video and try to figure it out what's the error with this program. I will execute this. So here you are getting zeros as there is an error in the program. So basically here we have taken input as an string, so n will contain a list of string of 447474, and when we are iterating over n it will return us the same string digit. So here as we are equating I equal to integer 4, but here I is an string and we are equating it to the integer 4. So that's the catch. So let's convert this into an integer and now let's try. So now you will get an answer 40110. So this was the basic program. Let's copy this, go to the, let's check first 40110. Yes, the same output we got. Let's submit it. So let's paste, submit, and hope the program should work fine. So if you think that counter should be outside of this for loop, then try using that. So it gives an error because counter, each value of the previous counter will be continued forward. So let us give I will give an example. If we take this, so if I paste this here and run it, so you can see 4 4 5 6 6. So here this previous counter value is taken. So here 4 and the next two output was 0. So 4 plus 0 would be 0, and then the output was 1. So 4 plus 1 5. So previous counter values are taken further for the next iteration 2, for the next number 2. So we doesn't initialize counter here, we take the counter here, and similar the print. If we print the counter outside this for loop, this inner for loop, let's check this also. So you'll get only one print because it is only printing for this for loop only. So let's add this tab again and just run. So these are just the basics. You can if you get that error, just try to check how, just try to debug and try the positions and check why and where the problem is going wrong, and you will get the questions right. So this was the lucky 4 question, and that's all for this video. Let's meet in our next video.